The psychology of online obsession. Open with silence, then this. You've refreshed their profile again. You told yourself it would be the last time. That was 40 minutes ago. You don't even know why you're doing it anymore. But you can't stop. Introduce the idea. Make it feel universal. Online obsession isn't what most people think it is. It's not stalking. It's not dangerous. At least not in the way you'd imagine. It's quieter than that. More familiar. It might be someone you dated. Someone you never met. A stranger whose life you've quietly watched for months. And the terrifying part, psychologists say it's more common than almost any other compulsive behavior in the digital age. A character, relatable, real feeling. Let me tell you about someone. We'll call him Daniel. Daniel was 28. Normal job, normal apartment, normal life, at least from the outside. 6 months earlier, he'd met someone through a dating app. 2 weeks of talking, a few photos exchanged. Then, she just stopped responding. No explanation, no goodbye, just silence. Daniel told himself he was over it within a week. But then, one night, 2 a.m., he found her Instagram. Public. He scrolled. Just a little, he told himself. That was Tuesday. By Sunday, he knew her gym schedule, the coffee shop she worked from, the name of her dog, the city her sister lived in. He hadn't left his apartment. He wasn't threatening her. He wasn't messaging her. He was just watching. And the strangest thing, Daniel didn't feel like a bad person. He felt like he was just trying to understand something that had been taken from him. That feeling, that need to understand, is exactly where the psychology gets dark. It just made it effortless. The science, calm, simple, unsettling. Psychologists call it intrusive digital attachment. It begins with something called the Zeigarnik Effect, a cognitive principle that says the human brain obsessively holds onto unfinished things. Unresolved relationships don't close properly in our minds. They linger, they loop, and the internet turns that loop into a machine. Every time Daniel opened her profile, his brain released a small hit of dopamine, the same neurochemical triggered by gambling, by junk food, by checking your likes. He wasn't searching for her because he missed her. He was searching because his brain had turned the search into the reward. This is what psychologists call a variable reward schedule. You don't always find something new, but sometimes you do. A new photo, a new post, a tagged location, and that unpredictability, that's the engine. It's the same mechanism that makes slot machines impossible to walk away from. There's another layer, attachment theory. When humans experience sudden disconnection, especially without explanation, the brain treats it like an unhealed wound. It sends us back again and again, searching for the closure it never received. The internet gives that wound a place to bleed endlessly. And here's where it gets deeply unsettling. Research from the University of Georgia found that people who engage in online surveillance of ex-partners reported higher levels of distress, not lower. The more they looked, the worse they felt. But they couldn't stop, because stopping felt like giving up, like the wound would never close. So they kept refreshing, keep scrolling, keep watching. The search had become the addiction. And like every addiction, it was never actually about the thing they were looking for. The turn, slow, quiet, heavy. Here's the thing nobody talks about. While Daniel was watching her, he had no idea someone was watching him. An old colleague, someone he'd briefly known from work, someone whose texts he'd left unread without realizing it meant something to them. We never think of ourselves as the person being observed. We are always the one doing the searching. But in this world, where everything is public, everything is permanent, everything is one click away, the line between observer and subject is almost invisible. And here is the realization that should genuinely disturb you. The person you've been thinking about, the profile you've quietly visited more than once, they might not know you exist, but somewhere, in some quiet apartment, at some ungodly hour of the night, someone is doing the exact same thing to you. Right now, as you watch this, close the loop, leave them unsettled. Daniel eventually stopped. Not because he wanted to, not because he found closure, but because one morning he woke up and realized he'd spent more time inside her life than his own. The internet promised us connection. What it quietly delivered was something far more complex. The ability to be obsessively present in someone's world, while being completely absent from your own. So the next time you reach for your phone, the next time your thumb moves without you deciding to move it, ask yourself, who are you actually looking for? And more MP,